To the chicken coop again. This time I have
Hi.
Jenica with me. We're gonna feed the chicken some food. I didn't check for eggs yesterday, just that one time when I did that first live stream. So we're gonna go down there. Uh, for certain, there's gonna be eggs this time. Hopefully, there's gonna be a green egg or a blue egg from one of our Americanas. And so, just do a nice little morning video. I'll be doing a video later today, but it's not going to be for a few hours. So we're gonna go ahead. Let me switch the camera around. Well, no, maybe Jenica can
Oh.
talk while we're gonna drive down to the coop.
Well, you'll probably. Hi, Stephen. Hi. We're gonna be doing a lot more homestead stuff now that it's springtime and summer. We get a lot more busy with setting up the house, and it's really exciting. We don't get much done in the winter because it's too cold, and there's not much to do in the winter except make sure everyone has food. So we'll be doing some, I don't know, just lots of stuff. And right now we're going to the chicken coop to feed them some house food that we've collected from leftovers. And um, we're gonna work. Well, here's Jared.
Okay. It was 11 o'clock exactly, and then look at that, 8, 8, 8,
Yeah.
8, 8.
Oh, I was wondering if it would get 8 when you were in the car.
Okay, so we got a new uh, water for the chickens. And as you can see, we got some layer pellets. So I think we're just going to go ahead and just go back to the layer pellets. So, excuse me, the layer pellets. This is our new water
Feeder.
Huh? Or feed?
Water,
Yeah.
Oh, not feeder.
I don't know. Whatever.
Hydrator.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, hen hydrator.
Oh, okay. Hen hydrator. We've had all different sorts. Sorry, guys, we still don't have pellets, or we still don't have feed for you. Maybe we'll get some today.
Yeah, I have money inside.
You'll be fine though. You're fat enough. And of course, our barn cat that always follows us around everywhere. There.
Thank you.
Feeding them some leftovers. The cat's gonna have some too, I guess. Should we go ahead and get eggs?
Yeah, I'll start over here.
Where do we got? Oh, there's him. Okay. So let's go over here. Whoa. Any eggs over here?
Yeah, there's 3 in here and 2 over in the other one.
I'm really hoping that in the other nesting boxes we got some green eggs.
Yeah, it might be too early for them. I bet they're still stressed and not able to lay.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Although they shouldn't be stressed because they're in a much nicer coop now than what they were in.
Oh, I thought it was blue.
Oh. Please.
No.
Okay, maybe in one of the last ones. Is there an egg in that last one?
Yeah.
Oh. So how many we got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Got 8 eggs from yesterday.
Cowboy, don't hog the food.
Yeah, throw him out of here.
Cowboy, that's for the chickens.
So as you guys can see, like I said, it was already looking pretty good yesterday, but you can see the hens from the other, from the new hens, right? Because they don't look like these ones over here. They're not Sussexes. And it seems like they're getting along just fine. You know, there's that gray Americana. She's right there, and there's that black hen. The lady didn't know if she was a black astrolorp or if she was what was it, honey? What was the other one that she?
Midnight Moran.
Or no, it's definitely not a Midnight Moran because we've had Midnight Morans. They look like the barred rocks. There's the, huh?
Where's the extra scoop? And
Up
yes,
there, it's up there. It's right
They've
there.
been eating this.
They have been eating this?
Yeah. Introduce them to Cowboy.
Okay.
Did you tell them why we're feeding
Yeah.
them? Okay.
You should retell it though, so that like,
Okay, hang
because okay. And then here's this other guy. He still just kind of hangs out in this area. Ever since the fight, the first day that we introduced him to the coop, he's like been up in this corner, and I haven't seen him really on the ground, or if he was on the ground for a very short time. Anyway, so
Okay.
tell them how we started doing the dog food.
Okay, so we
We'll
have
come around this way.
We have some friends here in our town that said they've been having they've had chickens that haven't been laying, and they've looked on TikTok and Instagram of other friends who haven't been laying and whose chickens haven't been laying. So they realized it was the government it's a conspiracy, putting stuff in the chicken feed that they own to make the chickens not lay, and that's the reason for our egg shortage. So
Supposedly. We don't know that for sure.
Yeah. So our hens weren't laying very well, and it was suggested to feed them cat food or dog food because there's high protein in both of them. So we fed them dog food, and now they are prolific egg layers, and they're eating the dog food.
But also, to be fair, they were in the other coop.
Yeah.
And we weren't really going in there very much, so it's kind of hard to say.
Right.
Because like that's why we moved them to this coop, so that it'd be easier for us to get the eggs, because the other coop was like small and cramped, and they would do it like in the corner.
Good nesting boxes and
yeah.
But we're doing the dog food, and it's doing fine, and we got some chicken pellets to try to see if that's what's really going on, and yeah, we'll go from there if it works.
Yeah.
Or not.
So we decided to get a new. When I looked it up, they're called chicken waters. This right here. We've had a few different types, okay, and they've worked just fine. The problem is that now that we've decided that our chickens are going to be mostly in the coop instead of outside, because like outside, it turned out just to be easier, just to have like an oil pan and just fill it up with water and just kind of like fill it up every day or top it off. You know, we got this for a while, but I really kind of don't like these ones, because that handle up top, like what happens is like this whole thing right here is a covering, and there's like a big bucket inside. So you fill up the bucket, and then you put this thing, the lid, back on, and you can't hold it by that handle. That's just to carry the exterior covering itself, but there's like a big handle inside, so like when you fill it up with water and you carry it somewhere, the water like swashes around. You know, if I tried to like pick it up by that handle right there, it would break, and that actually did happen with the first one. But as you can see, there's pine shavings and stuff that's getting in the water, and these ones aren't made so that you can like hang up with a rope. They do have ones that you can. In fact, we got one. So now that we're doing this type of setup with our flock, we're not going to use this anymore. We're not going to use the oil pans, because the oil pans were also getting a bunch of pine shavings and poop and stuff like that in the water. And it's important to have, I mean, obviously it's important to have clean water, but especially for hens that are going to produce a lot of eggs, like they produce more eggs if they have just like nice, fresh, clean water. So we got this, which I've known about these for a while, but what it is, you know, you take this red cone off. The red cone is so that they don't get up on here, you know, and roost or anything, so they don't get up here. And then have these little nipples right here where the chickens just kind of like peck at it like that, and then water comes out. And there's a total of 4 around the whole thing. And then you just hook it up like this. You know, we'll have like a rope hanging down from the ceiling, and then you hook it up, and then at the end of the rope, we're going to have a carabiner, so you can easily just like take this off, go outside, fill it up in the cow's stock tank, bring it back in, and then hang it again. And then this is supposed to hang to where these nipples are at about, you know, eye level for the chickens. Did you want to say something? sounded like you were going to say something.
Oh, no, I just breathed heavily.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, things are going really well. Excuse me. Things are going really well being back in this coop. This is probably the best setup that we've had so far. And like I said, we're going to let the chickens out maybe once or twice a week so they can do a little bit of free ranging, get bugs, get a little bit of rocks and dirt in their digestive system. The problem is, like what we've done before, is we always had them free ranging, and we had the electric fence, which kind of kept them in a little bit, but the problem is that over time they get more and more daring, they get less and less afraid of the fence, and then they just end up going really far from the coop.
And we lose chickens. We've lost a lot of chickens that way.
Yeah. In fact, one of our roosters, we had a silky rooster, and I guess there was a dog, a local dog that got loose or something, and he came in and got our rooster because he was like outside of the area that he should have been. So, Jenica looked up a thing that said like something about closing up the coop for.
Yeah, so if they start free ranging too far, you just put them in the coop for a week or so, and they get close to the coop again, and they don't wander too far. So once they start wandering too far, you close them up in the coop for a while.
Yeah. So, and we just figure, you know what? Let's just mostly keep them in the coop. I think that'll be just easier. And yeah. So let me read some of the chat here. Okay, so Stephen Davey waved a pink hand at us. C. Will Miller says 17 times 17 Shemitah cycles since the birth of the groom on April 6th. Huh. Really? That's interesting. Okay. David Swenson, Revelation 9:15 is this the war in Ukraine? I don't know. Again, I don't tend to like match up those things in Revelation to actual events, because especially when it comes to the 7 trumpets, I think that they're talking more in general terms, like lots of, things happening with the water, for example, or trees burning up. So that's just my opinion. But I don't usually do that kind of thing, like trying to match up specific verses with specific events, because I'm not so sure that, I don't know. Ronald Dunlap, I enjoyed seeing your herd of 2,000 cattle. At least 2,000, or 2 of them. Yep, we have 2 head of cattle. So that's about as much as we do. The most that we've ever had is 5, and that's probably as much as the most that we'll ever do. The cat's over there.
I know. I fed him some food over on the other side, but he hasn't found it.
You can't get through this way anymore.
Let me try and get him through here.
Oh, are you getting adventurous? Go get some food. There's still some food over there for you. You can have some too. Don't be so afraid. Look how everybody else is, getting along. You're turning into a recluse. Okay. Lexi Hodgkinson, your cat is so pretty. Oh, I'm glad you think so. He's a long story with the cats, but we took in a stray that was pregnant. Because she was pregnant, ended up having like 2 different generations of cats, and we three generations of cats, and he's one of them, but he just kind of hangs around the property. Let's see. Michael Smith, excuse me. You guys are awesome. Jared, maybe a good topic to discuss in one of your videos is different methods of how you personally can continue to keep your faith strong. It's always good to be able to relate. Okay, yeah. I could do something like that. Ronald Dunlap, great. Green eggs and ham. AKA NG, not from New Jersey. They like table scraps too. Kissy, I'm in class right now. Laugh out loud. Well, what are you doing out here? I mean, thanks for joining, but... Oh, honey, do you mind fixing that top roosting bar over there? It got messed up. Excuse me. Stephen Davey, this has been going on for a long chicken feed. Justin Fennis, good morning, you two from Southern Utah. Absolutely love watching for the signs of the times with you guys. Praying hands, fist bump. Ronald Dunlap, I heard from other chicken farmers around the world that it is the feed, Purina chicken feed, that has been altered. This is causing hens not to lay eggs. Did you know that?
Yeah, they said it was Purina, and we get the store brand, and they said that's also owned by the government, but maybe not. So whatever, we're trying the store brand.
Yeah. What, the Orshans?
The Orshans, yeah.
Okay. We have a farm store over here called Orshans. Like the big three that we go to is Atwood's, Tractor Supply, and Orshans. Not so much Tractor Supply. In the beginning we did, but we kind of like the prices better at the other ones, and we like the other stores better. Oh, look! Oh, just as soon as he comes down. Dude!
Let him eat. I gave him a cookie, but he wouldn't eat it.
You're a punk. I mean, you're a good rooster, really, but be nice. Don't worry. I'm sure it's just going to take some more time. We've had many chickens by this point, and it just takes a certain amount of time before everyone's comfortable with each other, so I'm not too worried about this situation. Okay, where are we? AKA NJ says, as long as it's not rusted either, that's cool to have. Tie a rope. Yeah, we're going to do a rope. Backyard farmer, if you put that watering can up on a cinder block, it keeps most of the junk out of it. I know, that's the thing though. It only partly works, and I want to like not have to worry about it at all. And like I said, there's the other issues with that watering can. Like when you fill it up, you have the main handle inside, and so like when you carry it, it kind of sloshes around, and I'd rather, I've been wanting to get this for a long time, because this will do it 100% for sure. Because another thing that this will prevent is dust and stuff like that getting into the water. It'll get a little bit on like the one drop that's right there. But I'm thinking that this is like the best way to just have really clean water. And that's what I want.
That Americana is checking out the nesting boxes. She's been up there for about 5 minutes looking at them. She even went in one, so
yeah,
she might be ready.
Feel free to use it and lay us a green egg. Okay, Jane O'Leary, good morning, chickens. Jen Otten's true. My hens stopped laying until I got different feed. Sounds like fun, y'all, says AKA NJ. Justin Finnis, I don't, Jen, but guarantee we are related. It's talking about some other thing in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Jen Ottens, I met her some 15 years ago when See, that and more was in the email, January, new email I sent. I tell you about what the temple president gave me the privilege to do. I'll try and check it out. I'm sorry. It's hard to like carve out time for everything I want to do. Carrie Goodman, hi from SoCal. William Ice, hi from Mesquite, Nevada. Oh, that's where Jenica's dad lives, up in the Sun City development. Sun City, yes. Is it called Sun City there?
I don't know, but it's the Del Webb community.
Yeah,
that's up there.
That Del Webb retirement community over there. Dayston, hi, thank you for your lives. I'm just glad that you guys like them. I just hope that they're not boring, too bland, just all over the place. Indy, hi, aka NJ. You got to keep them separate. No, it's going to be fine.
Well, once we free range, or once they got to free range in a couple days, they'll be separate and be able to eat out there and just have their own space.
Yeah. And like I said in the other live stream, like some people, they'll keep the chickens separate for two reasons. One is like in case the other chickens are like sick, or they're carrying something from another area that could get your chicken sick. And we're trying our luck with that. The other thing is to make it so that the chickens kind of get slowly used to each other. But again, that's just a little bit too much work than we want to do. Plus, I don't think it's necessary because, as you can see, this coop is really big for the amount of chickens that we have. Okay, and so he has been able to just to like stay away from everybody. He's mostly been staying up in this corner. We've had like some food and stuff kind of laid out right here, but there's plenty of places for them to go and hide if they're getting attacked or whatever. There's this thing over here. They can run over here by the hay bale, the square hay bale. Go in corners, go up on the shelves up there, go up on the roosting bars. So in our situation, I don't think that we have to like really separate them. And yeah, okay. Ronald Dunlap, hello from Bountiful, Utah. Jen Otten, snowed another inch in Utah. Some a flood. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting to see. Is if it floods like it did in 1983. And from what I understand, it's gonna depend on how quickly it warms up. If it like suddenly warms up, then it's probably going to cause some flooding. It may not be as bad as 1983, but no one really knows. Carrie Goodman, so glad you're teaching us all about your homestead. It is so interesting. In about a year. Yes, you'll be so happy. It is so fun. It's like really fulfilling. I mean, all it is just taking care of animals, but it's more than that. You really connect with your animals, and I have like a new appreciation for chickens more than I ever did. Just like learning all the different breeds. I love chickens. I really, really do. And I wish we could have more roosters, but the ideal ratio of roosters to hens should be about one rooster per 10 hens. So we're not quite to that ratio. We need some more hens, but for right now, I think it's okay.
Coming down to eat yet? I'm keeping the rooster over here.
He's thinking about it. Go ahead. He's making a move. Do it. You can do it. Here, I'm gonna help you a little bit. I'm gonna help you a little bit. Go. There you go. No, go that way. Go that way. Go ahead and get some. The food's right there. Well, I can't make him eat. C. Will Miller. Oh. C. Will Miller, fingers crossed. Patty Joe Stanway. Hi from Dallas. This is Chef Yoda, good morning. T. Anderson, hi from Spring Hill. Justin Fennis, Sun City is in St. George, Jared. Well, I don't know what it's called down there in Mesquite, but you have that company called, what is it, Del Webb? Del Webb, and there's a bunch of different Sun Cities that they do. In the Phoenix area, it's an actual city. It's not just a planned community, but they turned it into an actual city, and it's by Del Webb. But there's other Sun Cities. In fact, there's one here in Kansas, and so Del Webb, when they build one, I think that's typically what they'll call their places is Sun City. I can't remember if that's what they called it in Mesquite, but it's some, master planned retirement community by Del Webb. So Del Webb's the company that. Oh, he's back down.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching him.
Okay. Jen Ottens, one of my Book of Mormon recipients agreed to meet with the missionaries yesterday. Yes. Yes, he's in Kansas City. I'm in Utah. Spoke to a surprised branch president yesterday. Oh, that's so good. I'll update that later today after we're done doing our errands. I'm not going to put out a video till later today just because we have some stuff that we want to do first thing. In fact, we should probably get a move on because we got to get back before the kids are out of school. Not out of the plate. Like, the stuff in the plate is pretty much gone, almost. Well, no, there's still some there. Now he's over there on the other side. Here,
Here he comes. Oh, he's up there. Okay.
yeah. I just want to check over here really quick. I wonder if this hen is about to lay. Here, we'll sneak up on her. Hello. Oh, sorry. My bad. I should not have done that. Should not have done that. You go back. I'm gone. Oh, stupid me. Okay, Utah will break records today with 700 inches of snow this winter. That's over 55 feet of snow. Oh my gosh. That was Ronald Dunlap. Miss Chef Yoda, yeah, it's called Sun City in Mesquite. Christian Zybarth checking in. We're about to end here, so you might have to go back if you want to watch the live stream and maybe by... Oh yeah, here's our other cat right here. Another stray.
We love him.
We call him Bear just because he's so fluffy. No, you can't go in there though, Bear.
He's probably checking out the sky.
We have a plan for this stupid garage. There was a time when this actually looked good, but things have kind of, as you can see, been given over to chaos. But we're gonna, get it all ready to go. I'm gonna start using my ride mower pretty soon because things are starting to get green over here. Starting to see some blades of grass popping up. And in fact, there's like a good patch right here. Look at all that grass. Yeah. So pretty soon, you guys are going to have a bunch more grass to eat. Oh, their water's low.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, do you mind doing that just really quick?
Oh.
Just really fast. Let's see, Justin Fennis, I'll check for you about Sun City. I help out in the Mesquite Hospital. Jen Otten's beautiful flock, love your poultry palace. C. Will Miller, just in case, Jared. Yep. Yeah, and like I've said before, I think all we'll ever do is maybe we'll get a couple turkeys again, but we're not going to do ducks or geese or guineas again. They were fun, but they're just not really worth it. And especially the geese and the guineas are just messy. And it wouldn't, that would not work inside with ducks and geese, like keeping them in a coop. I want to check the feed really quick. So this is Country Lane, exclusively at Orsham Farm and Home. So that's the brand. And this is the 16% layer pellets. So this is the one that you would get for if you're looking at egg production and stuff. But yeah, okay, let's see. Ronald Dunlap. This is only about 2 acres. And the pasture area, it wraps up around that way behind the garage right there. It's like 1.5 acres, maybe a little bit more. And then the rest of the property is about 1/4 acre, maybe a little bit less. So it's good enough for what we want to do, for running just a few cows out of here, have a little bit of cattle. We haven't gotten to the point where we've needed hay to supplement, except for in the winter. So that's why we have that over there. So it's just it's the perfect size for our small family and what we want to do. We have chickens that we process for meat, and we get eggs, and then we can have a few cows. I don't think we're ever going to do milk cows because I'm not confident that, don't tell her, I'm not confident that she or the girls would, I would do my part, but I'm not confident that they would keep up on milking. But I don't know. But anyway, so it's just like it's like the perfect size. So if any of you are thinking about having a homestead like this, I mean, this is perfectly fine for, I think, just any family. We thought before that we would want 5 or 10 acres, and I would still like that, but this is like perfectly fine what we have. So you don't necessarily need a big property to have cows and stuff like that. But like I said, you may just have to think about buying hay, you know. He's so cute. We're probably gonna keep him for ourselves and butcher him because he's part Holstein, like he's a cross with a Holstein in something else. And I'm thinking Jersey is the other part because, like, you see how like his face has that dark coloring. That's usually what you see with jerseys, for my experience. All the jerseys that I've seen, they have like that dark face coloring like that. So I think that he's a Holstein Jersey cross. The other one over there is an Angus Holstein cross, and so I think we'd have an easier time selling him to somebody and a harder time selling him. So we'll just keep him for us to process, and then we'll sell him. But that's like a little ways down the road, and we're probably gonna get some more calves, like 2 or 3 calves. Ideally, they'll be at least part, meat cow. Hey.
Oh, don't make my shirt gross.
Like I said yesterday, their horns have like really, I mean, look at that. It feels like they just like grew overnight, those horns.
Honey, we should get going.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Gotta go. Gotta do some things. Look out for a video later today. It's gonna be later, but I'm thinking about doing a video on the number 40 because I had some realizations last night and I want to research a few things. So that's probably what it'll be about. It has to do with President Nelson, actually. The number 40, the thought that I had. So, all right. You guys take care. Thanks for joining us this morning doing the little farm chores. Did you get the eggs?
Yeah, they're up there.
Oh, okay. All right. And you want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye, guys.